Okay. My bad, y'all. My bad. My bad. Thank you, SC Johnson. Thanks for coming into the show. Yeah, sound my bad. I had my mic muted up. I don't know, wacky microphone. Let me kind of just start it back out. Again, Draymond Green news of the day. Spent for game 3. Like I was saying when you couldn't hear me, but I'm back with you. You can hear me. Yeah, it's over for Draymond and Golden State. So when the Warrior season is over, now I think it'll be over in the span of a couple of games. I don't think they have a chance of. I think they can make this series competitive, but I think Sacramento just has this look in their eye, this moxie about themselves, to where they feel like they control the series. Okay, they control the series. Golden State had a good chance to steal game 2. I think if stats wise, they played well enough to win. I think Sacramento, it took them a while to kind of get it together. They kind of hung around and got it together in clutch time. And you expect that to happen with De'Aaron Fox, winner of the NBA's most clutch player award, Jerry West Award. So, like I said, it's the end of Draymond Green and Golden State. It's really a money issue. They didn't want to offer him an extension. They've already kind of decided on who's their big three going to be moving forward. I think Jordan Poole, Jordan Poole is, in that spot as the number three, possibly being looked at as the future of the team. Signed a big 4-year contract at the beginning of the season. All fun and games till he got knocked out. But I think it's over for Draymond in Golden State. Now, as a Laker fan, if I can get Draymond on the cheap, I'll take him. I think Draymond still has enough gas in the tank for a championship level team. I think he's still one of the top defensive players in the NBA. Love him or hate him, still one of the top defensive players. So, where does Golden State? How is Golden State going to look next year with no Draymond? Draymond, initiator of the offense, is truly the point guard of the offense. Who's going to be the initiator? Not to say Steph can't do it, but that's it's too much ball handling responsibility for Steph. When you've grown accustomed to playing with a guy for so long, and he's the one setting the table, one of directing traffic on the offense for not only for Steph but for Clay also. Now, how is that team going to look? They don't have another Draymond Green on the roster because you're not going to have the big bucks to really go get another Draymond Green type talent. Draymond's talent is never been in the numbers. If you ever, look at his career numbers, I want to say 9 points, 7 rebounds, 6, 7 assists. But you can't quantify good defense. You can't look at that as far as production, because if you look at his offensive numbers, he's you would think, why is this guy starting? But he's one of the best defensive players of his era. I kind of liken Draymond's game to Dennis Rodman with a little bit more offensive flair. Maybe not quite the rebounder, but is a tenacious defender, a guy that makes smart basketball plays for the most part. But hey, enough of singing his praises. Man, you earned it. You earned it. And the NBA went in their statement talking about reason why they're suspending him because he has a history. And I know some people wanted to look at what happened in game 2 as an isolated incident, but you can't look at it like that. Draymond has a track record of borderline questionable plays. If you don't believe me, ask Steve Adam and his nuts. If you don't believe me, ask other players who have felt, the man don't get technicals for no reason. He's borderline. He's a borderline dirty player. I hate to say it, but this is a guy I would want on my team. I want that dog in the fight with me. But he's gone game 3. It's not looking good for Golden State. Now, Golden State has a good chance. They do have the best, one of the best home records in the NBA, but you're going against a team that had the best road record in the West. I think this series ends in 5. I think Golden State, they get enough energy up, crowd to be behind them. I think they get a win in game 3. Then they come back down to earth a little bit in game 4. Sacramento closes it out at home. That's just my theory, my guess on it. But I'm not going to hold you. Like I said, I'm not in the best of moods right now. Halftime, my boys are down, the Lakers are down. Not in the best of moods right now. Very much not in the best of moods. And I'm not liking what I'm seeing. Yeah. Come on, Lakers, man. Come on. Xavier Tillman's doing numbers.
Bruh.
Xavier Tillman, the 6'7", 6'8" center.
Bruh.
Come on, man. AD doing a disappearing act in the first half.
Bruh.
Hopefully we can get it together. Down 15 at the half. Like I said, man, hopefully we can get it together and do what we're supposed to do out there. Now we're gonna get into a breakdown of last night's game. Looking forward to tonight's games. Some of them have already, Lakers have already tipped off. 9 o'clock is tipping off shortly. Bucks in the Heat. They'll be tipping off shortly. And let me see, what's the late game? I want to say that's Nuggets and Wolves. Yeah, Nuggets and Wolves at 10 o'clock tip off. Talk about last night's games. Celtics handle business against the Hawks. Like I said, man, get the brooms out. This series is not going 4. If it go 5, I'll be surprised. But I don't see it going more than 4. Atlanta just don't have the talent at the right positions. I think Atlanta has talent, but it's just not at the right positions. Clint Capella doesn't affect the game. John Collins, man, hasn't been the same since that last playoff push they had in the Eastern Conference. He got paid. I mean, for you to, I'm not one to count people's pockets, man, but when you pay guys big time money, I'm talking about as far as like hundred millions of dollars, you expect a level of return, and it was already talks of them trying to get from under John Collins. I mean, yeah, Hawks, man, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. I just this is first of all, it's a bad matchup. This is a bad matchup. You should have pushed harder for the 4 or 5 seed. Would have had a better chance. I think you match up better with the Knicks. I think you match up better with the Cavs. But you against the Celtics,
he needs some milk.
Yeah, it's a wrap for them guys, man. It's a wrap for them guys. Also, who else? Nets. Let me see. Make sure I got the right schedule. Okay, hold on. So the last was Monday. Okay, my bad, y'all. Knicks and Cavs. Cavs pulled away. Knicks kind of showed some of the flaws they have as far as like their offense. They have talent on the offensive end, but isolation ball can only get you so far in the NBA. Isolation ball, especially in the playoffs. And I like the Knicks as a team. I think the 4 or 5 matchup in the East is a good series. But you gotta have guys that are a little bit more creative. Julius Randle is he's an all-star caliber player. Jalen Brunson is an all-star caliber player. RJ Barrett is a good player, but let's keep it a buck. They're nothing special. They're nothing special. While on the other hand, Cleveland has a good backcourt led by Spider Mitchell, and Darius Garland came to play game 2. Kind of lit them boys up 30 pack on them, man, and get them on out of here. Get them on out of here. But I think this series is going to go 6. I think the Knicks just had a bad game. Offense gets stagnated. Guys' shots ain't falling. The ISO ball ain't working. I would like to see Jalen Brunson take a little less, shoot a little less, man. Just shoot a little less. Get other guys kind of involved into the game plan. Get other guys going, and I think that'll help him get his flow going. But yeah, I think this, you lost, but you did what you were supposed to do. You stole home court. You went up there, you got one, and that's all you can ask for as a road team, especially when you're the road team. You want to steal one. You got to get one on the road. Unless you have home court advantage throughout the playoffs, you have to win on the road at some point. So yeah, they did their job. They went up there, they split. Go home, try to take care of business, and we'll see. But I'm not going to look too far ahead to that one. And probably the game of the night, definitely the game of the night last night, Clippers and Suns. Kawhi being quiet. I told you guys Westbrook wasn't going to shoot as bad. Westbrook had a real good game. The bench didn't come along like I thought they would for game 2. And I don't think the Clippers were locked in defensively. It was too much dribble penetration, too many guys getting to spots they want to get to. And not to say that you can contain a Devin Booker or contain a KD, but guys was just way too comfortable getting to their spots. I think they played a much better defensive style the first game, and you saw that with the win. But hey, once again, like I said about the Knicks, Clippers, you did what you were supposed to do. You went up there, you got the split. Take it home. Now you have home court advantage. Now it's incumbent on Phoenix to go in there and get one and bring it on back. What's going on, Spot? Don't mind me, man. I'm not in the best of moods right now. My Lakers are down, so hey. Other big news from the day from as far as the NBA, as you already know, the Lakers game is going. Ja is out. Probably be back for game 3, but you wouldn't know he was out the way that they're playing. But it's only half. It's only half. But we'll do a wrap up of tonight's games tomorrow when we come back up in here. You have Timberwolves and Nuggets. Not looking forward to that one. I think Nuggets get the boys out of here in 5. But hey, I watch the games because you never know. You never know. Never know if Anthony Edwards going to go off. You never know if Big Cat's going to go off. And Joe just don't look. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's my own 2 eyes. Joe just don't look 100% healthy right now. I don't think he's 100% healthy. I know he was hobbled coming down the stretch. He just doesn't look 100% healthy. And also with the big news, Giannis is out for game 2. Can Milwaukee avoid going down 0-2? Like Miami did what they supposed to do. They went up there and they stole one. And the pressure is on Milwaukee. You don't want to go back down to Miami down 0-2, and not knowing if Giannis is going to be healthy enough to kind of carry you across the finish line. The pressure is on Drew Holiday, your all-star. Chris Middleton, your all-star. Brook Lopez, your borderline all-star. You guys going to have to push through tonight. I mean, if I had to put money on it, I put Milwaukee. But hey, Miami with Jimmy Butler, playoff Butler, who knows? And I go down 0-2 to Miami, then going back down to Miami, man. I don't know. How you doing, Ms. Murph? Yeah, I'm doing. I know I'm a little late. I normally do it at 8:30, but I wasn't in the best of moods. My Lakers are down. My Lakers lose. I'm canceling shows for the rest of the week. No, I'm just playing. Just breaking down last night's games. Now we're gonna look forward to games tonight, but I'm also looking forward to the Thursday slate of games that are coming up. You know what I'm saying? Lakers, come on, man. I need a dub. I want to go up 2-0. I want a nice, comfortable lead on them boys. Give me that, man. Give me that. Let me see who's on tap for tomorrow. Sixers, Nets, yawn. Sixers, I think it'll be competitive, but Brooklyn, this is the talent gap, man. Talent gap. I said on yesterday's show, man, at this point, you might as well just play zone or just let Embiid get 50 and try to shut everybody else down. I mean, that's the approach you have to take. You have nobody to match up with him, and running double, triple teams of him all over the floor. Guys like Maxey guys getting wide open shots. Probably the game of the night tomorrow. Kings Warriors has probably been the most exciting series. We're going to see how Golden State looks without Draymond in the lineup. If you're coming in late, Draymond has been suspended for game 3. We're going to see how the Warriors look with no Draymond Green. Big X factor for me as far as Golden State. When is Jordan Poole going to come to the party? They paid you to be part of the new big 3. You need to start playing like it. I know you're a little upset that you're getting some of your minutes taken away from you, but you're just not producing when you're out there on the court. You're just not. I don't know where his head's at. I don't know if he's upset about getting his minutes cut. I don't know. But you need to get your head in the game, or you guys going to be going home super duper early. But I think you're going home first round at this point anyway. That's just my opinion. And also wrapping up not tonight's, but tomorrow's game, Suns, Clippers. Let's see if the Clips can find some magic at home. Let's see if Westbrook can put together another good, strong shooting performance. And let's see if the bench can give us a little bit more. I think you just need to crank up the defense and lock in. I think Phoenix, man, in game 2 got way too many shots in areas. Durant downhill, Booker downhill, like just get to their sweet spots. And I don't think they put up enough fight on the defensive end, and it kind of showed. Phoenix Achilles heels, I think is going to bite them later on in the playoffs, man. You have no real bench production. It's so solely focused on the starting 5, and then you have a fire starting 5. But eventually, as Shaq likes to call them, the others, they're going to have to step up and help carry you across the finish line on a couple of these games. I mean, it's just how the playoffs is. The Lakers had game 1. Austin Reeves, Hachimura had to carry the Lakers across the finish line. I mean, the others have to step up, and Phoenix, you're real top heavy. We're gonna see your lack of bench production comes back to bite you later on in the playoffs. But hey, I'm looking forward to those games. And I kind of ended off. I wanted the NFL news that kind of came across my radar. It's been reported that the Minnesota Vikings are looking at possible trade packages for quarterback Trey Lance of San Francisco 49ers. Now, when I first heard this, I'm thinking to myself, why would San Francisco trade Trey Lance? Because you gave up so much to get him. I mean, you're talking about multiple first-round picks, pick swaps. You gave up so much to get him. You really haven't seen what he can do on the field because he's been hurt. His first start, he ended up getting hurt, and Garoppolo carried him for a while, so he got hurt, and Brock Purdy. Now, I like what Brock Purdy did last year, coming in, Mr. Irrelevant, leading the team in the playoffs. But let's keep it a buck. If you thought Brock Purdy was the next Tom Brady, you're smoking dope. San Francisco is one of the most, if not the most talented team from top to bottom in the league. I mean, they have weapons everywhere, and not just on the offensive side of the ball, but on the defensive side of the ball. San Francisco had the best defense last year. You got a former Pro Bowl running back, Pro Bowl tight end, good receivers, good coaching staff. I mean, it wasn't, not to say that he didn't do his job, but there was no expectations on Brock Purdy to go out there and, carry a team to an NFL title. It was just a shot that he was out there being a confident enough quarterback. Hey, don't turn the ball over. You can win in this league, i.e. Cooper Rush for my Cowboys. But I look at this possible trade for Minnesota. I think Minnesota, if I'm Minnesota, hey, I'm trying to do it. Let's get off the Kirk Cousins bandwagon. It's not going to lead you anywhere. You're never going to go anywhere. Not to say that Kirk Cousins is a bad quarterback, but he is not a game-changing quarterback. He's a good quarterback, but at no point with no team that he's ever been with have you ever thought, we can win a championship with Kirk Cousins as our quarterback. He is what he is. He is what he is. But if I'm Minnesota, yeah, I push it. I mean, you're trying to go for more of a youth movement. They've done a lot of moves as far as like trying to cut costs, trying to get younger. And I think you pair a Trey Lance, considering that he's healthy. You pair him with a Justin Jefferson. I mean, you got something there. And Trey is still on a rookie contract. So if you're going to go all in, you're going to try to capitalize on your winning record last year, I say get rid of Cousins. That's just depending on if Trey is ready to go week 1, and roll the dice. I mean, what do you have to lose? What do you have to lose? Chicago got marginally better. No telling what Green Bay is going to do. I think your only competition in the division for next season is going to be the Detroit Lions. I think Detroit. We'll see what they do in the draft. Speaking of the draft, starting probably next Tuesday. I'll try to do like a little draft preview. Look at some of the top prospects. Look at some of the teams. Look at some of the possible, rumors of teams moving up, moving down, who they're looking at, and we'll kind of run it like that. But that'll be sometime next week. Now I want to kind of end off the show because hold on, let me look at the scoreboard real quick because I think halftime should be over, and I think we're back on. Okay, let's see. Are we still down here? I'm so not happy. So not happy. Yeah, we're down 13, fighting. I mean, Xavier Tillman, 19 points and 9 rebounds. What is going on? What is going on? I mean, are you serious? Can somebody tell me what's going on? Xavier Tillman, like, I've never seen these numbers from him. What is going on? I mean, Steven Adams is back. I forgot about that. Oh, man. Anthony Davis right now stands at 1 for 10. Yes. D'Angelo Russell 1 for 7. Yeah, it's like a Memphis dub. But hey, we did what we came to do. We stole one. Got to play way much better than that, man. Way much better than that. Yeah, they looking good for the Lakers tonight. Nah, not when we shooting like this. I mean, we're down 13 and we're capable of getting back in the game, but I mean, I'm looking at the stat line, Miss Murph. Currently, we're shooting 34% from the floor, 25 from 3, losing the rebound battle. I mean, not doing bad with the turnovers. The only thing really keeping us in the game is the fact that Memphis is shooting 30% from 3, but they're shooting 47 from the floor. Xavier Tillman is eating 19 and what the? Come on, guys. Come on. Man, it's gonna be a rough night, but hey, it is what it is. Let me get up on out of here because I got to get ready for my other show. Yeah, gonna get spooky. Y'all know the phrase that pays with me. Thank you for all tuning in. Remember, like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Once the games are over for the night, I'll put the shorts up. Make sure you go support the shorts, leave comments, critiques, opinions, whatever. Still on the look for a co-host, but we'll keep searching far and wide till we find somebody. But anyway, let me get them out of here. Y'all know the phrase that pays with me. Truth sounds like hate to people that hate the truth. And I'm out.